Well, a growing number of people who have filed disability claims are turning to natural medicine for their care and healing, and that is leading to a growing number of claim denials. Disability and injury lawyer Nainesh Kotak joins us with more. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Annette. Thank you for having me.
So let's start off with what is considered to be natural medicine.
Right. So, it would be anything other than allopathic medicine, Western medicine. So we could be looking at prescriptions or treatment from a naturopath, homeopathic, supplement, and other alternative therapies, including if it's only massage, for example, or a chiropractic instead of going to an orthopedic surgeon or having chronic pain treatment, for example.
And then why don't insurance companies recognize those treatments?
Right. So insurance companies have, pretty strict views on this, in my view. Most disability insurance policies have provisions that if a person must take recommended treatment by a physician, and often you have the claims adjuster themselves or a claims consultant with an insurance company saying, well, hey, you're not getting the recommended treatment and we're going to deny the claim. I see this a lot, and often I see it because people have tried allopathic, which is regular medicine, often having side effects, headaches, nausea, upset stomach, and they just can't cope with that, and they try something else. I found that we've been successful in challenging this. There are some Ontario decisions that say, well, not following traditional treatment that your family doctor recommends is not a good thing, obviously, but it's not fatal to your claim. It's just one factor. My suggestion, Annette, in circumstances where people, are really, trying more natural medicine as opposed to traditional medicine, I do think there still should be visits to the family doctor and specialist, and let those doctors know what you are taking, and perhaps get an ally in that. At least they're aware that you are trying to do something, so there are notes of it, and maybe you can do the two treatments side by side to help yourself, and also I think to avoid denials that we do see quite often in these unfortunate circumstances.
And it is unfortunate because when you think about it, what we think of as traditional medicine isn't traditional medicine at all. And you would think that with more and more cultures being recognized in Ontario and in Canada, we would look beyond the white coat.
Yeah, absolutely, Annette. I mean, the reality is, look, the Fraser Institute did a study, and close to 80% of Canadians have taken alternative medicine at some point in their life, some more than others. Many of us take supplements, of course, but I do think, though, unfortunately, the way insurance companies look at things, you still do have to visit the family doctor, whether it's virtual, phone, or in person, on a regular basis if you have a disability claim and you need to provide the documentation and support to it. It doesn't mean stopping the other treatment you might be getting, but I think it's important to let the doctors know and perhaps have an ally in that. I've had many cases where the doctor says, look, I prescribed this, the person has tried it and have had awful side effects. We've switched it to something else and we still have the same problem. At least then we can argue on behalf of that client that, look, their doctor knows and they have tried traditional Western medicine and it didn't help and it actually hurt, and now they're exploring other types of counseling or other types of natural medicine that seem to be more effective.
Okay, so this is important to consider as you launch into a short-term or a long-term claim. And Nainesh, thank you very much for your advice this morning. I'm sure it's going to help out lots of people.
Thank you, my pleasure.